Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work. Rumors suggest that Devin Haney may fight Jorge Linares sometime in the next few months, and I want to talk about that in this here video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Before I get started with today's topic, make sure you use the link tree, the affiliate link, and order TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a great browser extension and resource. You guys seen the clip at the beginning of this video. I've used it on my channel personally, so I can vouch for it. You know, TubeBuddy, it allows you some resources and tools to help manage your channel and put out the best content, level up your content that you may not have. Use my link in the description to help take your channel to the next level with TubeBuddy. Now, Devin Haney, there's a rumor, and I'll just say rumor just because it's not confirmed or anything like that, even though I seen a reporter like tweet on it or something. There was a tweet and then Devin Haney responded to it. And that is that Devin Haney could be talking to fight Jorge Linares. And I want to give my overall thoughts on the matchup and what I feel in that particular fight. They're talking about Devin Haney, Jorge Linares, possibly April 17th. Now, I love the fight. I think it's a good fight. And I'm going to break down my opinion, what I like, and how we got here. For starters, Devin Haney and his father, Bill Haney, have been very vocal and very ambitious about fighting the top guys. You know, don't kid yourself. Don't take my word for it. You can go to YouTube, type in Devin Haney calls out, boom, 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 and I'm sure you'll pull up a slew of different hits for different call outs. Guys like Ryan Garcia, who is his mandatory. Guys like Teofimo, he's called out Gervonta Davis. And at one point, it looked like he wanted to fight Gary Russell Jr. So Devin Haney is doing what a fighter his age should be doing. You're making money, and now you're trying to show your greatness in the ring and then start lining them up and getting them bodies. I like it. I support it. So if that's not to happen, those fights that I just made, I think a hell of a fight would be Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, that's a good fight. It's a good matchup, good stylistic matchup. I don't know exactly what is going on because there is a little bit of confusion because they're saying Devin Haney could fight Jorge Linares. And then I even heard rumors that Ryan Garcia could fight Javier Fortuna. And you know, I don't know if it's the pandemic, so promoters maybe don't want to put the bigger fights together. I don't know. But Ryan Garcia is the mandatory for Devin. That's what should be happening. But we're in this weird, chaotic stage of boxing, plus a pandemic, where what you think would be going on is not necessarily the case. And instead, you have the champion, Devin Haney, calling for the challenger to fight him. You know what I mean? And he's the one having to pursue, which is really weird. You know, it's not what you would expect. It's like, as a man, oftentimes the man is thought to be the one who has to pursue the female, you know, make the first move, transition, icebreaker, offer to buy her a drink. This would be like the female pursuing you. Now, it does happen, but in the world of boxing, I don't think it should really happen where the champion has to aggressively call out the challenger. That's just my 2 cents. So Ryan Garcia, he's saying he wants to fight none other than Gervonta Davis or Pacquiao. He said anything less would be uncivilized. So he literally was asked about Jorge Linares, and he said, why would I fight him? That's a step backwards. He did a recent interview. I did a video about it. He said, so if it ain't Pacquiao and it ain't Gervonta, then the answer is no from me. So I don't know if someone can coax or convince him otherwise, but that's where it is. He's saying all these other fights is not what he's checking for. So with that being said, if he feels Devin Haney or Linares or Fortuna or whatever is a step back and he only wants Pacquiao and he only wants Gervonta Tank Davis, then Devin got to go on with his career, even though that would be a great fight. They have an amateur rivalry where they fought 5 or 6 times and different guys won different bouts. And, you know, that is what it is. If Ryan Garcia, the bad look for Ryan Garcia is just the fact that post-fight after he beat Luke Campbell, he said, sure, he'll fight Devin Haney, you know, and then now he's saying that he only wants to fight Pacquiao or Gervonta. So little bit of a confusing message from Ryan Garcia, but it is what it is. Like I said, Devin got to move on with his career. Devin Haney, another indication that him and his father and his team are really about what they say they're about, is if you really want to fight somebody, what better way than to make your presence felt by going to their fight? You've seen Shane Mosley pulled up after Juan Manuel Marquez fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd obviously won that fight, and Shane Mosley got in the ring. You've seen Danny Garcia when he knocked out Brandon Rios in Vegas, Sean Porter and Kenny Porter, they hopped in the ring. And a similar thing could be said for Bill Haney and Devin Haney. For Ryan Garcia's last fight, January of 2021, they went to the Luke Campbell fight. They flew to Texas or whatever, wore the little mask, and, you know, spoke to Ryan, and they made it clear, we're here scouting and we want to fight. They did interviews that day, and you can find those on the internet, and they said they wanted this. So again, if they can't get that, it is what it is. They got to move on with their career. The other person of interest was Teofimo. They said, we would love this. We'll clear up the undisputed right here and now. But Teofimo, he said we're sending contracts of both guys, Kambosos and Devin Haney. And then he switched it and said, nope, I'm fighting Kambosos. I got to take care of my mandatory. And now his fight's going to purse bid. So all that being said, I said that to say this. I have no problem with Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares because, you know, at the end of the day, this wasn't his very first choice, but it's still a good fight. You know, we thought Ryan Garcia was going to fight Jorge Linares. Linares got good combination punching. He got good skills. He has been stopped before. Some people question Devin's power. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good chess match. And, you know, Linares is more so struggle with bigger punchers or like big punchers. So it'd be interesting to see if Devin Haney could get him out of there or if he could break him down. And, you know, and Linares himself is a very skilled, talented ex-champion and boxer, gave Lomachenko problems. So I have no problem with the fight. My last thing that I'll say is I hope Javier Fortuna is not lost in the shuffle because Fortuna is one of those spoilers. I thought at some point it was the mandatory for Devin, and I don't know what really happened. And then, you know, they said Ryan Garcia is the mandatory. So I hope at least Ryan Garcia fights Javier Fortuna, which was one of the rumors. But based on what he's saying, I don't know if it's going to happen because he said he only wants Gervonta or Pacquiao. Stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.